Well, hello and welcome back, and thank you for coming back today. Well, you've guessed it, we're in downtown Paphos, and we're going to walk up and down the promenade, see if we can get, well, hopefully spotted, you never know. Slowly but surely, some people are coming to recognise us. We are paying quite a few people now. But before we go, let's have a little word from Miss Ochin, the most beautiful woman in the world.
Hello everybody! How nice to see you again and again.
And again. Now, stick with us. That is our starting point, and that is what's called the Wood Kiosk. Obviously, it sells drinks, cigarettes, chocolate bars, that sort of thing, cigarette lighters, nuts, and it sells an array of gifts that you might want to take back for your loved ones or your friends, from postcards to fridge magnets to hats to bags, tea towels, soft cuddly toys, I don't know, things that you can break people's windows with, maybe, if that's your thing. Grisivia LaBouffe has found some sunglasses. One of her things is she likes to try on sunglasses and hats. They look quite nice, to be honest, Grisivia LaBouffe. But the ones that you've taken off are about 35 times the price. So I'd stick with the ones you got on. Right, stick with us as we keep going up the Paphos promenade. Here we go, have a look at that. It's absolutely packed out because we're going the wrong way and all of these people are going the right way. At the end of the day, they start at the top of the promenade and they slowly, surely work their way down all the way to the harbour, which is over there, and there's Grisivia LaBouffe. She's lost for words because she's actually thinking about how to get the money for those sunglasses or hats or something like that, because that's how her brain works. It's very, very simple. Because I've known you a very long time, Grisivia LaBouffe. Now, here's one of the braiders. She does braiding for children, adults obviously, and she's a very, very good braider indeed. And you come along to Miss Layla, you cross her palm with a bit of silver, choose what you want, she gives you that smile and she starts to braid. And she really, really is a good braider indeed, and she's your last chance before you hit the Paphos promenade. The next guy on our list is a true friend of ours, and his name is Mr. Hector, and he really is a great artist indeed. There he is. Right, Mr. Hector? He's drawn this beautiful lady, and now he's adding this man to it as well. I presume boyfriend and girlfriend? Yes, there we go. So the beauty's already been drawn, and now the handsome man will be put on there as well. And I'm sure that Mr. Hector will catch it precisely, because Mr. Hector is a truly great actor and a great artist indeed. Look at that. Wonderful. Thanks very much. Let's keep going. Oh, hello. We've got the accountant in the house. We've got his lottery ticket man in the house, and we've got Mr. Chris. You all right, Mr. Chris? Yeah? Still got a great head of hair, as usual. Huh? Well, there we are. Now, if you're wondering, Mr. Chris, what he does, he is the Mediterranean sea sponge man. So they've got small ones, medium-sized ones, big ones. They've got these ones. Look at these ones. These ones you can actually behead yourself with if you're a bit rough. And the accountant's smiling because he's thinking, I'm going to make a lot of money. That's what he's thinking. Now, Mr. Chris has acquired himself some more shark teeth. So that means his belly must be full. He went out and caught a shark, killed it, ate it, toothed it, made some necklaces, and they also sell an array of other little gifts and bobs. And believe it or not, Mr. Chris also has a son, and his son's name is Mr. Mike. And Mr. Mike has got his very own diving centre called Into the Blue. He operates the rear of the Almira Hotel. He's PADI registered, he's on TripAdvisor for reviews, and he's on Facebook, and his telephone number in Cyprus is 96218976. If you're outside of Cyprus, put on the 00357. He speaks perfect English, better English than his dad, and better English than the accountant, and they speak pretty good English. Absolute stars. Thank you.
By the way, do you know what is this?
It's some kind of lottery ticket, am I right?
Come and explain it.
Come on, explain. Right, explain it.
So it's a lottery ticket.
Yeah.
If you're lucky,
yeah,
you buy one. So one is how much?
Oof, there you go.
Yeah,
there we
different
are.
prices.
Yeah.
But you can be lucky. And
can be lucky.
Win 1,000
yeah.
or 5,000.
Yeah, 5,000 with that one. But I don't feel lucky with my money. I'll keep it in my pocket. Thanks, Mr. Chris. Absolute star, that's for sure. Here's some more of the balloon mafia. They're all from Romania or Bulgaria, one and two. There's Miss Jenny the Best. She's always braiding the life out of people. And hiding round the back is a man called Mr. Mark. There he is. He's got my hat on still. One of these days I'm coming for that hat. You all right, Miss Jenny? There we are. Good. You? Good. Are you busy? Yes. There's a bit of a queue waiting. When's she going to braid you? Next. That's Jenny the Best, one of the greatest braiders in the Cato, Paphos Harbour area. There are 3 for you to choose from, but there's only one Konstantinos and there's only one Katerina. He's the only man in the whole world that's allowed to come to Paphos and put your name on a grain of rice. And then he pops it into one of these. You choose the one you want and you put your message on it. It can be I love you, your name, your cat's name, your dog's name, your auntie's name, your cousin's name, whatever name you want. Choose the colour of the bracelet that you might want, or the pendant, and give him some money. He'll give the money to her, and then she'll tell him to work.
Where you give the money
Goes to her. Yeah, that's right. It's the way the game works. It's the way it works. You tell him what you want, give him the money. He gives the money to her, and then she tells him to work. Simple. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Normally. And they obviously speak very, very good English indeed, that's for sure. Now, the next guy on our list, one of our favourite superstars, because he's totally unique, is Mr. Polish. There he is. He's a great, great guy. And what he does is, should we call temporary tattoos? Some people call them fake tattoos. But at the end of the day, they're only going to last for 10 to 14 days or thereabouts. And what you get to do is come and have a look, and you choose a tattoo or a design. There are some works of art in here, and there are some more, should we say, lesser works of art. These are my sort of favourites. These are the sort of thing that you do for weddings and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And they really are nice indeed. Well, perhaps not these ones. I've gone the wrong way. There we go. These ones. So if you're here for a wedding and you are the bride or perhaps a bridesmaid, wow, that could be absolutely spectacular. That kind of thing there is 20-ish euros and takes him about 15 minutes to do.
Yes,
right?
welcome.
Yes,
welcome.
there we are.
5 make 1 free.
Yes, whoa,
Yes.
excellent.
5 make
There we
1
are.
free. Sir.
There we are. Let's have a look at him working. There you go. Look at that. He's a star.
Beautiful.
Yeah, very, very beautiful indeed. Lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Absolute star. So if you want something to commemorate your holiday or your wedding or whatever it might be, that could be a great, great thing to do. And it's not a lot of money, that's for sure. Now across the road, we've got an array of bars and restaurants. We've got the harbour one on the end. That's the first one on the promenade. You've then got the sea view. And I've just seen a gumbaru of mine. There he is. Look at that. He's back in operation, back working. The only man that's trained to fire these in the whole of Paphos. And most of the time he can catch them. There's another one. Are you all right, Mr. Daniel? How are you doing? There he is. Absolute star. He really is a star. And he comes down here every night and fires these up into the sky. And they are only €2.99 for one and €5 for two. Now I suggest you buy two because you get 3 little darts that you fire up. And more often than not, they end up the trees or on top of the buildings. And there's a little down. Where are you from? He's from England. Whereabouts are you from in England?
Birmingham.
Birmingham. What's your name?
My name's Jack.
Jack?
Is this an interview or
Well,
documentary?
no. It's just a silly little YouTube video.
Oh, cool.
What's your name?
I'm Austin.
Austin. A great name. What a great name. What a great, great name. Are you here on a holiday with your mum and dad or on your
Yeah,
own?
we are. They're
Yeah.
over there.
Get rid of them. Get rid of them.
Yeah, I don't think they want us either.
They don't want them. It's such two gentlemen. 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 Thanks. Have a good day. Have a good day. Absolute stars. Absolute stars. They wanted to get involved. Whether they subscribe, that's up to them. At the end of the day, it brought a smile to my face, and I think it brought a smile to their face. You see that?
This is how it has to be. The young generation, I understand the internet is very interesting thing, yes, but many times you have to kick them out to meet people, to meet girls, to have the life of touching human beings, and what can be better. And then they learn the manners, they learn good habits together with the company of them. Yes, and I'm sure I'm right.
Right, the last little gumbaru on this strip, here she is. She's known as the Rastafarian, and she's a very, very good hair braider indeed. Always got a great, great smile. There she is. There's that smile. Thanks very much. And like I say, she is your first choice to get braided, or if you're coming the wrong way as we are, she's your last choice. So there's 3 braiders, all very good, and all generally have a queue with them. There we are. Look at that. That's some more of the Bulgarian mafia. They're absolutely everywhere. And their intent is to make sure that every single person on the planet gets a balloon. See what they do?
Yes, yes. It's about 5 to 6 ladies going around. But at the same time, they are not just going around. They are sailing the balloons, the lovely balloons. And I can see the children are holding them, which is nice.
Yeah. So stick with us as we continue on a little walk up and down the Cato Paphos promenade. And the idea is to try and show you what's going on, share some of our views, meet some people, and on top of that, show you the beautiful, beautiful blue Mediterranean Sea. Even at this time of night, it's something that literally is to die for, and it takes your breath away every time. Have a look at that. And that's something that takes my breath away.
Hello.
There we are, completely lost for words. So stick with us as we continue up the Cato Paphos promenade. Now I want to show you this restaurant over here. They're not actually friends with us yet, but it's not a bad restaurant. So that's the Captain's Table Cafe Restaurant, and then downstairs is the Captain View's Bistro. Now the upstairs obviously has a truly, truly spectacular view, and the food, well, it's not too bad. Not the greatest food in the world, but it's not too bad, that's for sure. Now if you want opticians, well, you've got one there, and then next door to it, if you don't like their prices, you can go to that one, or if you don't like that one's prices, you can go back to that one. Quite a clever idea, really. And then bang in the middle of them is, well, an ATM. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, if you don't have the money to buy cash, then you're always gonna be sent over there in the corner to get your money. Well, I would like to thank you very much for watching. I would like to thank you very much for your time, support, and everything that you do for us. Please don't forget to click and subscribe. We love in YouTube, and see you in another of our funny madnesses.
I don't know if they're funny, but they are mad, that's for sure. Anyway, all that's left for me to say is thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like, click subscribe. Please come back for a little bit more of our madness, that's for sure. You get to see a bit more of her. Do us a twirl, Booth. Think of the male subscribers. Look at that. Absolutely spectacular. And for the ladies. There we go. Thanks for watching.
I'll send you to Wales.
You're going to send me back to Wales?
Yes.
In fact, you've not been back to China, Shanghai, for a reboot recently.
Right.
Yes, right.
Do I need any?
No, you're very good.
Okay.
But whenever she gets into trouble with her English, because she's stealing mine as if it's gone out of fashion, I send her off to Shanghai, and she comes back fully rebooted.
If you want to send me anywhere, send me to my mama, to Georgia.
Right, hold on, I'm going to reboot you. There we go. She's been rebooted. Thanks for watching.
This is rebooted.